Are you ready for the skincare bombardment of your life? Hello, bonjour, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Cyrille. I used to be a stem cell researcher for quite some time, and this is why I can tell you about the science behind skincare ingredient. And today's video, like I said in my introduction, this is basically a skincare bombardment. Even though I do have one product that is not really skincare related, or sort of, maybe a little bit. I'm going to tell you about, but I've decided for this video to give a big shout out to 3 different brands. So the first one, like I have said, is not going to be really a skincare product, but the 2 others they're also brands that are very ethics. I really love how they promote their products. They are very different, I have to say, both of them, but they do have also excellent product, and the way that they are sold is simply ethics, and they are not going to oversell the product, and basically they do what they mention, which I love. Okay, so the first product indeed is not a skincare product. This product has been sent to me by Sleep and Glow, and to tell you a little bit of the backstory, they have actually reached to me probably 6 months ago or something like that, and I saw it, and it was about this pillow right here. And there's a little bit of dog drool on the side, but if it is coming from my dog, this is holy dog drool. But anyway, this is not the topic. And so when they have reached me the first time, I was like, okay, it looks interesting, but basically that was it. And then I saw a video from Dr. Dre, and she was raving about this pillow, and Sleeping Glow contacted me again very recently. And I said, okay, yes, I'm going to give it a try. So this pillow, I didn't pay for it because this is a PR. And let me tell you, I adore this pillow, but I adore it. I didn't want to talk about it in August simply because I received it, I think, at the beginning of August, and I really wanted to try it for a full month to be really sure of it, simply because what I do most here is to review skincare product. This is what I'm used to, so I can know very fast if a product is good or no, but I always like to take my time, but especially for something like that, for a pillow. So the characteristic of this one is sold mainly as preventing all the creasing, all the wrinkle that you can get when you sleep. When you wake up in the morning, you are not fresh and you have all those creases on your face. This pillow has been designed for this. Does it work? Absolutely. For a whole month, I've never woke up in the morning with lots of wrinkle. And from time to time, you also can get sort of a puffy face when you sleep on your side. This is what I do. I always sleep on my side, and with this one I also noted that my face is a little bit less puffy, probably because of the pressure on the face. I don't know if this is going to work for everybody. I also gave the pillow to my partner to see if he also noticed the same thing, and it was also exactly the same thing. But the part that I love even more about it is simply how comfortable it is. It's insanely comfortable. Really, it's really amazing. So if you look at it, there is how can I say this, 3 position in a way. So in the beginning, for example, in the middle, you have this shape that really cups your head. So if you sleep on your back, it is really well held, and you have a sort of border just right here to really maintain your head. It is very comfortable. On the side also here, this is when you can cup your head on the side to also prevent the wrinkles, but also the way that it cups your head again is very comfortable. I do have some back problems, and with this one I never had upper back pain, and also on the neck. I love this stuff. It comes also with the pillowcase that is very soft, but be careful because you cannot wash it at a high temperature. Though you can also use a conventional pillowcase. No problem with this. One more thing, I have a discount code if you want to, so you can definitely, I will have again all the links, the code and etc. in the description box. Then I want to talk about another amazing brands. I have actually reviewed most of their products since the beginning of my channel, at a time point when I was basically very boring, very serious. but now I can be more myself, and it is the Dr. Sam line, the Flawless. And I also have to say that the PR team is really amazing, because they are not pushing you to do all the reviews and etc., which I don't like, because I'm like, hello, I am the boss, I am the one who decide what I promote on my channel, how I promote it, and etc. They are very, very lovely people, really, really, which also I would say like adds to the brand, because they're not just here like to push the product to just make more money, which is something that I really like. So the first product, it's the cleanser. Oh my god, the cleanser. I usually don't keep it at home, simply because I always give it to my mom, because it is one of her favorite cleanser, and me too. This is really amazing. What I think I love the most about this one is that you have like the really, like, how can I say this, like the dermatologic feel, in the way that it is super gentle. It is not going to strip your skin barrier, which is extremely important. But at the same time, it does cleanse your face, and it feels very luxurious. You don't feel like you are buying, you know, like the hydrating cleanser from CeraVe, which by the way I don't like. But you know, you have like this very, very pleasant feel. It really glides on the skin. I mean, this is really an amazing, amazing cleanser. I adore this product. Also, the way that it's formulated, it's very, very clever. Simply because one of the cleanser in this one is the same one that you find in most, you know, cleansing water, like the one from Bioderma, which is the PEG 6 Capric Glycerol. And this one is at the same time a very powerful cleanser that is not going to strip your skin. I mean, this is an amazing one. Like all Dr. Sam product, it is of course fragrance free. You don't have like weird, you know, botanical extract. You don't have essential oils. You don't have alcohol. So this one will be compatible for almost all skin type. This is what I really love about it. And like I have said, it's so pleasant to use. The next two products, this is her moisturizer. So I have two. I have the first one, which is the Flawless Moisturizer, this Bible right here. And then there's the most recent one, which is the Moisturizer, the light one. I would have liked actually that the light also comes in a pump. I love pumps. One of the reasons, because you can always know exactly how much do you need. I think it's way more convenient than a tube like this. But I mean, is it a brake dealer? No, it is not. Now, the Flawless Moisturizer, this one is targeted for more normal to dry skin to dry skin, basically. This one is mainly composed of shea butter. There is also 5% of niacinamide. Again, I mean, niacinamide, do I have to talk about it? I have a whole video to go into the science behind this skincare ingredient. One of the effects of niacinamide that I love the most, especially at this concentration, is that it helps to increase the production of collagen. Of ceramide, not collagen, ceramides, which are like key components of your skin. So this is really lovely to have it here. What else do we have? I'm looking at here because this is where I have the list of ingredients. You also have dimethicone, you have caprylic triglycerides, so those one are just here, has emollient to lock in the water. As humectant, you have glycerin, you have xylitol glucoside, what else? You have a little bit of hyaluronic acid, you also have xylitol. So I mean, a very nice and clever list of ingredients. The only issue that I have with this one is two things. First of all is the texture. This is not at all an horrendous texture. It's very creamy, but it feels very silicone-y in a way. So if you are someone who don't really like this, probably this one is not going to be pleasant. By the way, it is not going to clog your pores, so no worries. And also overall the texture, even though it's very smooth, this is not like the most elegant one and the most modern one, I would say. It has like this old-fashioned vibe in a way, but it's very, very nice. The other one, which is the new one, the Flawless Moisturizer Light, this one. It's really funny because this one, upon application, really feels like the moisturizer, so the first one. It is less white in a way. It turns like a sort of gel, and when you apply it, you again have this silicone-y feel that feels in the beginning heavier, like a little bit has a silicone primer, despite the fact that hence the name, it is way lighter, so it does disappear on the skin. So again, if you don't like the silicone-y feel, you are not going to be a big fan of this one. So this one, just in terms of ingredients, the main emollient in this one, which is very common actually in creams for more oilier skin type, is dimethicone. Dimethicone is a silicone, but an excellent one that has a lightweight feel as an emollient, but is still an emollient. Remember something, even when you are more on the oilier skin type, most of you are going to need like a lightweight moisturizer, probably not during the day, because of course, if you're following me, you are going to use a sunscreen. So your sunscreen will act as a main moisturizer basically, but in the evening this one could be a good addition. Then we have again caprylic triglyceride, which is excellent. There are some humectant like xylityl glucoside. You also have again hyaluronic acid. What else? There's also ceramides and phytosanguine, and here I am a little bit like, okay, which is not bad. We all need those one, because those one are the lipids that you find in your epidermis. You don't find them in the sebum, but I'm like, why they didn't have it in the moisturizer? Because when you have a drier skin type, lots of dry skin type, especially the atopic one, they are deprived in ceramide. So I've actually would had it first in this one rather than this one. But is it like horrendous? No, absolutely not. They are excellent moisturizer. But now let's move like to the star of the shows, because those two serums are like just mind-blowing. I'm really telling you, it is very, very rare for me to be impressed by products, especially with active-based products, simply because I have tried so many of them. I know so many, I know so many stuff about active that I am usually like, yeah, okay, that's good, but I mean, I know a ton of different products that can do the same, but those one, oh my. So the first one, the Flawless Nightly Serum, I was so excited when I saw the launch of this one, when I saw the formula. I had like to film immediately a video. This is an old one. So let me find the full list of ingredients to make sure that I don't forget something, which is possible when I am a little bit too exciting like this. I'm all over the place. So what is very interesting about this one is really, like I have said, the combination of actives that is like insane. Just in terms of anti-aging, the two star of the show of this one is Bakuchiol and also Grand Active Retinoid. So both of them, they have like a sort of retinol-like effect on the skin. They are still lacking some proper study, especially for the dermis, to make sure that they that those two actives promote collagen, also elastin, hyaluronic acid, you know, all that jazz that we have in the epidermis. But there are also data on those two to show that they are beneficial if you are suffering from acne. So you have like a 2-in-1 in this one. On top of this, you have azelaic acid plus niacinamide at 10%. And those two are also like a game changer, because azelaic acid is very calming for the skin. This is an anti-inflammatory acid, but also niacinamide, and they are also helping with acne. So with this product, what I really like is that you have anti-aging effect. At the same time, you have actives to help with acne and to calm down the inflammation of the skin. So it's very, very clever. And for those of you who have really a hard time to tolerate retinol, for example, or tretinoin, the nightly serum will be an amazing alternative. I'm also thinking about those of you. I'm pretty sure that when Dr. Sam formulated this product, she also thought about the people who are suffering from rosacea, because it also contains very beneficial ingredient. Another thing, again, this is a pump. It doesn't deliver too much. This is the exact correct dose and the texture. So it is a little bit yellow because guess what? Grand Active Retinoid is in the retinoid family, so this is why it is yellow, but it spreads super nicely and it is lightweight, which is again something that I like, because therefore this serum is going to be compatible for most skin type. If you are oilier skin type, you are going to like it. If you are dry skin type, you can layer it under a thicker moisturizer. So very nice. It's priced like a charm. It is mentioned in the package that you need to start with one pump. If you want to introduce this one for the first time, introduce it every other night. Wait for at least 2 to 3 weeks. If your skin is fine, jump to every night. But this is really a brilliant product. Brilliant. The other one, which is the Brightly Serum, this one. So Dr. Sam Salit has a morning serum. You don't necessarily have to use it in the morning, but this one again, simply outstanding. This one is mostly based on azelaic acid. It contains 10% of azelaic acid. I mean, azelaic acid is really a wonderful ingredient. Why is it not really trendy? I don't know. It has been around for decades. I think like the first very solid paper on it are from the early 90s. And this is an excellent ingredient if you are suffering from rosacea, if you are suffering from acne, and if you have any form of inflammation on the skin. It really helps to calm down everything, and also it's going to exfoliate your skin. So this is like the perfect combo. On top of this, you also have 1% bakuchiol. Again, the bakuchiol, because there is also some data to show that in terms of anti-aging, it is going, in terms of anti-acne, it's going like to calm down the inflammation from acne. It goes so well with the azelaic acid, and if you pair it with the brightly, you will with the nightly in the evening, you will also have a combo. But, and there is a but, don't start right away with those two. What you need to do is first thing first, to introduce the nightly. If you are if you have a hard time with retinol, use it like I have said, every other night for 2 weeks, then every single evening for at least a solid month to 2 months. And if your skin is like, yes, I'm fine, darling, I am happy, then you can consider to add the brightly. But again, don't add it like every single day. Add it like maybe 3 times per week, then every other morning, and then every single morning. It also comes in a pump. You can also use this one as your exfoliator, because it does contain azelaic acid. The pH is around 3, because I have measured it myself. You know how nerdy I am, which is an important point. So the texture of the brightly is very, very nice, very creamy. Again, there is a pump, so nice, and it feels like a very lightweight moisturizer, exactly like the nightly. A little bit can go a long way, which is very important in the beginning, because like this you are not like loading your face, but at the same time it is not drying but not overly moisturizing. If you are more oilier skin type, just use it and then use your sunscreen if you choose to use it in the morning. So the way that you can also introduce it is, for example, if you are using retinol every other day, you can introduce 2 nights per week just before you moisturize this serum to help to exfoliate your skin. This is also another way to use it, but I mean, those baby, they are insanely good. The last product from Dr. Sam, I have already talked about it a lot, is simply the Flawless Sleep. Super duper simple. I mean, you cannot be simpler than that. It is basically lanolin plus a ceramide NP, very effective. So as a lip product, I like to use it during the day. The way that I do it is that I squeeze a little bit on the top of my on my hand, and then I apply it on my lips. I mean, very, very simple, but very, very nice to use. What I also love to do it for those of you who have very dry under eyes is that you can also use it under your eyes. Again, you apply it on the top of your hands, you melt it with the top of your fingers, and then you are going to pat it. But it's really wonderful. It is like super duper moisturizing though. Okay, so the last brand is simply Krave Beauty. I mean, I've been literally craving this brand for such a long time. I am dying for them to be launched in Europe, because they are so damn difficult to get here, because, well, I'm French, I live in Paris, and I am addicted especially to one of their products, which is like, ta-da, actually the first product, the cleanser, the Matcha Hemp Hydrating Cleanser. Oh mama, this one is incredible. It's very gentle. It does contain oat. This is a gel cleanser that is very pleasant to use, like very, it feels like you are using a very expensive cleanser. It lubricates so well the skin. It is barely foaming. I mean, it is like a charm. I simply force myself to not use it too much, because I will be out of it very soon, which is absolutely horrendous for me. And the pH is between 5 and 6, so an acidic pH. I mean, this one is incredible. The only thing that is not going to work is for those of you who have very dry skin. Don't use this one, it will be probably too much. But the one from Dr. Sam, you can use it, but really an amazing one. I have a full review about this one. It's an old one. The next product is simply also the toner, which is the Hallelujah. What I love about it is that it is formulated at the correct pH, so it's around 3.5. So at this pH, you will get the most of glycolic acid, but at the same time, it does not contain an insane amount of glycolic acid, because there are way too many people that over exfoliate their skin with a very strong and potent acid toner. So the way to use this one is pretty simple, actually. You start to use it maybe 3 times per week. Then if you need more, you go to every other day and then to every day. I do prefer to use it in the evening after washing my face. You can also use it on the body. It is also very hydrating. It does contain kale, spinach and parsley. I'm not going to comment on it because frankly there is no scientific study on it. But it's very, really well done. It doesn't have any perfume like all the products from Krave Beauty. The other one from the brand is the Great Barrier Relief, which is also a very interesting one. There are some interesting study about the main ingredient in this one, which is tamanu oil. It contains 10% of tamanu oil to show that it is very calming and repairing for the skin, to help basically to heal the skin, which is very nice. It is also combined with ceramides, cholesterol. There is also another blend of oils to increase the linoleic acid profile, because it has been shown that linoleic acid can helps to thin out the sebum, so it could be beneficial for those of you who are acne prone. You can use this one actually as your main moisturizer. Also, you have like the smell of the tamanu oil, which I like actually, but there's no fragrance. The texture is very lovely. It's very, very nice. It's a very lightweight emulsion that glides perfectly on the skin. And yes, it have like this very interesting smell from the tamanu oil. This is really, really a great one. I really love it, and my skin also really love it. So if you are willing to try it, go ahead. Then we have the moisturizer, the Haute So Simple Water Cream. This moisturizer, to be used as your main moisturizer, will be only compatible for those of you who have oily skin type. I do not recommend this one for normal skin type or dry skin type, unless you are going to use a very heavy moisturizer and you need, like, you feel like this extra kick of moisturizer, you can use this one. However, you can use this one to dilute another actives like your retinol. This is how I like to use it. I scoop it on my hand, I squirt a little bit of retinol, and then I massage it. It's very, very simple. This is basically water, a little bit of oat. I don't know exactly how much. Be careful, because on their website, I think, they said that it contains 70% of oat extract. This is the watery extract, basically, component. So you cannot know exactly how much there is. So remember this, it's probably way below, I mean, it's really, really tiny. The main emollient in this one is squalane. The texture, it's very buttery and watery at the same time, and it really glides on the skin. This is why I love it to mix it with the retinol, because with retinol you need like the tiniest amount. So I usually need something like to dilute it. So I put it on my hands. I then put the moisturizer, like the oat. I mix it very vigorously, and then I distribute on my face, and I spend sometimes to massage it, because I want every single cell of my face drenched with retinol. The last product is simply the Beat Shield, which is the sunscreen that is sold in the United States. I wanted to give it a big shout out, because this is exactly the same formula as the Krave Beauty one that is sold in South Korea. So this is an SPF 50+ with a PA rating of 4+, and it uses the modern filters, which I really love. So the filters are, the first one is Juvenile A+, which is an excellent UVA filter. Then we have Tinosorb S, that is insanely good. Juvenile T150, again an excellent UVB absorbent. What else? Isomyl P methoxycinnamate. I don't remember by heart the commercial name, which is again UVB absorbent. So the combination of filters is very nice. Krave Beauty told me that the UVA protection is a 120, I think it's 22 or something like that, or 24, but basically it's between 20 and 24. So for every day, if you are looking for a modern one, this one is the one to choose, especially if you live in the United States. It is not very greasy, but it is moisturizing. It also goes very, very well under makeup. It is fragrance free, and it also doesn't have any perfume and no white cast, so it will be compatible for every skin color. So basically that's it for this video. You have really been bombarded by me, gosh, so many products. So tell me if you have ever tried one of those products, what you thought about the video. I mean, all your comments, like usually I always have a great time to read all your comments. Well, thank you so much. If you did like the video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, especially if you are new, and to ring the beautiful bell, because like this you get notified. What else? I have 2 Instagram accounts, one in English and one in French. And well, basically people, that's it. Au revoir.